Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight, so I'm delighted to be joined by Junaid Bostan. Junaid, I know you've just seen this poster behind. It's looking pretty good, innit? Your big face all over it. One for the gym.
Yeah, it's heavy. I was just saying to my man over here, he's made Sonny and Dalton half good looking, so fair play to him. I don't know how he's done that.
Bit of Photoshop, it works wonders. Yeah. Last time I saw you was actually stateside in Las Vegas. How did you find your trip?
It was good. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was alright, yes. Steady away. It was a good fight week.
Your legs were going when I last saw you.
Oh, give it a rest. I was sober as a judge when you saw me.
I'm only joking, I'm not a grass, I won't do that. It'll behave. Whoever his gaffer is, he'll behave.
Absolutely. You were up there for a bit of sparring. I know you went to LA for a bit with the boys, with Dalton. How did you find that? A good experience for you?
Yeah, good mate, good. Obviously, went to Vegas for the weekend, watched the Tank fight, good experience, good watching it to be fair with you. Obviously, you see it on the cameras and etc. MJ and Grand, you'd love to have an American night, but seeing it, and obviously such a big night like it was good to see it and obviously visualise it, so hopefully it makes the dream a lot realer, because I've seen it now. Went to camp, spent a few weeks with Manny Robles, went to training over there, had good sparring, hard sparring, good pad sessions as well, learning a few bits and bobs off trainers like Manny Robles. It was good overall, and just starting camp over here.
When you see the big fight occasion, you just alluded to it there, so you can visualise it. Did it become a little bit more real for you when you see, Gervonta making his entrance? He came out with Chief Keef. I know you know your music. As soon as I heard that, I was like, this is going off. And then Ryan Garcia, it's a big occasion. You see all the media that turned out for it. That must be like, for you, such a motivation to carry on as you are and to put that work in.
I mean, massively. I mean, the moment it came up with Chief Keef, it was game over. If it weren't already, I knew we were going to win anyways, but it was a good experience. And I mean, like I said, yeah, it was definitely realer. It made everything real, because I know I'm not a million miles away from these things. As long as I keep on doing what I'm doing, performing, I'm not shy in front of a camera either, so I know if I play my cards right, I'm not a million miles away from these things. All I've got to do is have my dancing partner from the American States and have it with him, and I'm happy days.
Absolutely. Look, you're only early on in your career, but 5 wins, five stoppages. It's not a bad start, to say the least. How happy are you with what you've done so far? Would you like a few more rounds? I know people say, get it done and get out of there, but for you, like you said, you've had that bit of experience in LA. You're on the pads. You're gaining experience sparring with these boys in the gym. Surely you want to, show the boxing world a little bit more of yourself.
I mean, I've had best of both worlds. Like my last few fights, have gone to the later rounds, so I've kind of got the best of both worlds. But if you went to me, you're chinning the kid in the first round, or you're going to points, I'm going to pick the first round every single time. So it is one of them. It is a catch-22. And it's not really up to me if you put me in front of anyone. My intentions are really to get them out of there, or at least win main priority. So it'll come, whatever will be. So that's how I do it. I trust myself. I prepare myself as if I'm doing an 8-round fight all the way to the last bell. But if it goes that far, that's up to them.
Do you go looking for it? And I say that because a lot of fighters who've got these high percentage knockouts go, I don't look for it, because the times that I have gone looking and gone headhunting or gone to take him out of there, it doesn't happen. Whereas if you stick to a game plan, the openings just tend to appear. What's in your mind before you're going into all this?
I mean, I definitely want it. I think the manner of how you go for it is what matters. Like people say, they go headhunting, they go looking for it, searching, putting a one bomb in. That's not me. I definitely want it. I do prioritise it, but there's a manner of how you get it, breaking them down, picking your shots, placing your shots, putting your shots together when they need to be put, and then eventually you'll get it. And that's how I've been doing it so far, so I've not been doing wrong so far, and that's how I'm going to keep on doing it.
Absolutely. Now this gym is absolutely buzzing at the minute. You've just had Thomas Asomba as well pick up a European. I know he's worked so hard to get these opportunities. Grant Smith's, got a terrific stable. You're now back out on with Dalton in Sheffield. It's just a good feeling in this gym. How does that help you as a boxer? Obviously, learning your trade, but you've got that togetherness. Like when one goes, we all go mentality.
Massively. Obviously, I've been here since I was 12-year-old. I've been with Grant since the start. Thomas Asomba winning the European Championship, massive for the gym, and it's a very good feel-good story, because he come here with very little and now he's won a championship. He's Pierce Gudgeon's first champion. A European champion. You can't get much better than that, really, other than the World Championship. So the gym's at a good place at the moment. Dalton's doing his thing, headlining. Sonny's headlining in 2 weeks. Nico's going to be on the card. I myself was a good prospect. Things are looking up, and we've just got to keep on maintaining it and not letting it get to our heads.
Absolutely. How do you find that, not letting it get to your head? I know you're an excitable kid. You're a pleasure to speak to. You bounce around, but you see your face on these posters now. You go to these big fights, it all becomes like a little bit real. How do you stay sort of tunnel visioned and locked out of all the noise that surrounds boxing?
I mean, I've been brought up by good people, and I've been around good people, so it's like I've got to keep myself level-headed, because if I don't, they're going to put me in my place. But I also think religion plays a big part of it. Got to stay humble. As far as you got up, you can come down. Grant, if I start acting like a bit of a bellend, Grant's going to keep me on my case, telling me to fix up. The boys in the gym will tell me to fix up. My mother will tell me to fix up. My dad will tell me to fix up if I don't bite myself. So, and I think I'm mature enough. Like, even if you see me around and about, I might come across this giddly, pure ADHD kid that can't keep his mouth shut. But I mean, when I have the 2 minutes to myself, I am self-reflective, and I do keep myself in touch with things and make sure that I'm doing the right things. So I'm in a good place.
Absolutely. When you look further down the line, you'll obviously see some of the youngsters that are coming up who are maybe on, not parallel paths, but the same sort of road as you. Have you seen that future dance partner where you go, you know what, in however many fights' time, me and him will take the roof off the place, or we'll be able to have a tremendous fight? Have you seen anyone?
I mean, not necessarily, because I don't focus on anyone else. I focus on myself and the people in there who I've got love for, and I keep on doing my thing, and I think eventually I will get that dance partner, and I hope I do. It'll make me a lot of money.
What's the dream like? What is the dream for you? Where to headline, to do a bit in Sheffield, to do the Vegas thing? What is it? What's the huge tick box for you?
Headlining in Sheffield, headlining in the States, travelling the world. They're not necessarily dreams now. It's a plan. And I think they're too small of a dream, because they're realistic. I feel like as long as you dream stuff that ain't necessarily realistic and you're not really too close to, you can be much bigger than boxing, and I feel like that's what I can do.
100%. Look, Sonny Edwards is fighting. He's making his matchroom debut, very soon on June 10th. How do you see that fight going? He's for me, when everyone talks about him, he asks for everyone. He has to fight everyone. You've seen what he does in the gym. You've known him a long time. In your eyes, he's the best in the division, right?
Sonny's different, man. Sonny's different. Like, he always goes on saying, I'm the most talented he's ever trained with. I'm telling you now, he's the most talented lad I've ever seen, ever. Like, he's too talented. It don't make sense. The stuff he does inside, out of the ring, it doesn't make sense, and he's very, very good. The stuff he does in the gym, you've not seen half of what he can do in the ring. For those who haven't watched him in the gym, it's mental how good he is, and eventually it'll come to a point where he does have the right dance partner, what brings it out of him. I feel like eventually you're going to see a lot more spite coming from Sonny, putting his shots more together, and just keep on following his journey, because obviously he's going to be a good one. It has been a good one so far, and he's the boy in that division at 112. He runs rings round Bam, he runs rings round Martinez, definitely, so he's the boy. And
you've got obviously Dalton, he's British champion now, he's fighting regular, he's very active. You see a world title in his future further down the line?
Definitely, why not? I mean, he's doing right so far. He's at a very good division. There's plenty of money fights there at 140, and especially with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn's signed all the boys at 140. He's got progress. He's just signed, I think, Gomez. I don't know if he's at 135 or 140. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the boys from 135 are moving up to 140. So it is a stacked division. Definitely a world title's in his grasp. It's just a matter of keeping doing what he's doing and winning.
Absolutely, Junaid. Well, look, you've got a message to all the people who are going to be tuning into your fight. So you promise excitement, your record suggests that. You got a message for all these who are tuning in, and for those who haven't seen your fight yet?
I mean, thank you to everyone that's tuning in, watching me, for all my last few fights, for my sponsors, people that have been watching my fights, travelling to come to support. We're in my hometown now. Well, we're in the local ends, Rotherham, Sheffield, same thing really. So everything's good, and obviously for those who haven't watched me, tune in July 1st.
Tune in July 1st, excitement guaranteed. Junaid Bostan, I appreciate talking to Boxing Social. We'll have someone there on the night, and we'll catch up after your fight.
Appreciate it, bro. Nice one.